Well, it's been a while, but I'm going in the woods. It is the 24th. I just got back from work and then a doctor's appointment for my knee, which is solid now. Yeah, the zip line is still down. We're gonna go check in on the great New England drought of 2022 because I have a feeling things may have changed because we got a significant amount of rainfall over the last week or so. We had a little bit of a nor'easter, which is exciting. While I was on vacation, I was actually in Indiana at the time, but we had a nor'easter here. Wild, because we had such a drought. We hadn't had rain in weeks, and before that, it was just like a little sprinkle. So we're going to take a look at the river, or rather the brook, Beaver Dam Brook, and see if we have more water than we did. And unfortunately, due to my injury that I had from a slight motorcycle crash, if you pay attention to my live streams, you will have seen the day that happened. I was live streaming and talked about it a little bit. But since that date, I have not been down here. I wanted to come down here and talk about the drought because this is a historic event here, the drought that we've had in New England. But due to being on crutches with an immobilizer on my knee, I couldn't get down here. Physically could not. It was painful to walk. So I didn't get to come down here before the rain, which is unfortunate because I wanted to see how low the river got since it was historic lows. And wow, this has changed a lot down here. This is looking a whole lot different because I have not been down here in quite a while. I'm gonna push these to the side. I had a bridge built here at one point in time out of some sticks. It's kind of still here. You can sort of see it, but oh boy, this is a little soggier than I was expecting. These things are the worst. These, normally they're fine on the dry, when your skin is dry, touching the flat sides, right? I don't know what they're called, but the edges, ow, they're razor sharp. And when your legs are wet, like from, the moisture, the dew on the leaves, they cut you. They will literally slice into you and dang it, already I've got these stupid things on my socks. Wow, and there's not even a good view. This I used to have all chopped down with a machete, and the stick stuck in my hair now. Goodness. All right, no, never mind. I'm going a different direction. I'm going over to the log. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of significant branches down here from the nor'easter. Lots of dead branches on some old trees here in this clearing. Well, what used to be a clearing. This is actually kind of an island. It's not completely an island. Right now it's still attached, but when the water's high in the spring, this is an island. Water flows around it. Maybe it doesn't quite flow, but it goes around it. There's lots of deer trails in here. There used to be a beaver dam. There's a bunch of rocks that go across the brook from when they did logging way back, probably 80 years ago or so, because they dragged the logs across this brook here. You'll see that a lot in New England, especially Maine. All of this was fields a while ago. This used to all be for pastures. This was all pasture land for cows. But now it has grown up quite a lot. These trees here are basically on islands. You can see this one split recently and went down over the river. Can't quite get to it though. It's not quite large enough to walk across. But where, if I can get a better angle here, where all those bushes are, you see, that go over that is where they used to pull them across, because there is rocks. You can't quite see it. That's still some sticks and things, but actually you can kind of see it. That's actually the rocks. Let me get closer on this, because this is interesting. I'm on this log that I said was pretty much too skinny to cross, but it is too skinny to cross, but it's not too skinny to just get down here and take a look. If I fall, I'm going to be ruining my running shoes in this mud. But, and by the way, these are not blueberries. Do not eat them. I don't know if you can see this, but when I'm walking on this, it's shaking quite a bit here, which is not exactly ideal. But we'll try. We'll try to get up a little closer, get the good view of this. I wish I had my mud boots on. I thought about putting them on, and I didn't, because I was like, I won't get in the mud. I'm just going down. It's gonna be dry, right? Nope, not gonna be dry. Let's see. Wow, yeah, you can really see the rocks. I have not seen it this low ever. This is very, very low. Let me get a better angle. This is actually solid. Well, not solid, but it's not soft, which is pretty wild. This is flowing in the winter, well, spring. The ice will build up along the edges here, and this will be dry, but this in here, it's the river curves in where Stella is, and then around this way and around this little peninsula, and over a while, especially when it's lower, it right where Stella is standing, actually, you can see right there it's lower, and it actually has been cutting across here because of course the river wants to take the shortest line possible, so it's taking this short straight line right across here instead of going around. And those natural curves are what keeps the speed of the river in check, but they naturally want to widen on the outside of the curves, and they want to take shortcuts across the middle, and it wipes out bridges and things. Because as it wants to, as the river is forced to change directions, the water has momentum, and momentum doesn't want to be stopped. So that's why it cuts into the outside riverbank. That's why the water's deeper on the outside of the corner. Wow, this is so low. I have never seen it this low. Okay, I mean, you'd expect that with a drought, but we did just get like, I don't know, 6 inches of rain or more. It just poured like 3 times today. And then over the past week, it's been a lot. And, oh, focus. You can see there's the river. Comes up over here. You can see all the mud on the bank. It comes around here, and then it's supposed to go around this side where all these plants are right now. It cuts across here in the spring and into all that area that Stella's in. But man, it's low. It's definitely low. All right, in here. Stella, you don't like swimming, and you're gonna get muddy, and I have to clean you off, and that's not a good idea. Stella, you don't like swimming. She forgets she doesn't like swimming because she loves water, and then she gets in over her head and freaks out. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you can really see in here, that's where the rocks are piled up. This is where they would drag the logs across because this was sort of a peninsula, and there's still kind of a path that I actually used to walk down here. You'll notice that if you rewind the video, or in any of my other videos where I come down here, there's an area of just kind of like grass, and it looks like there's 2 ruts, and that's because there is 2 ruts, because that used to be where they drove down through here, and I guess it just got so compacted, there were so many rocks that nothing really grew except for the grass, but it kind of just went down in here and cuts over this way and goes across here. This is all grown up, but that area did not. Stella, don't eat the grass. You're gonna be sick if you eat the grass. You always do this. Stella, stop eating the grass. Speaking of grass, this grass is normally not here. It's normally covered by water. All of this is. Like where she's walking is normally covered in water. You can actually look and see all of that grass there is much shorter because it does not typically grow. And that's pretty new growth. Versus if you go up the bank, you can see all of this is very old growth because that comes back year after year after year. Oh man, this is pretty low. I guess it's time to go take a look at the little dam, isn't it? I probably could jump this, but with my knee kind of injured still, I don't really want to risk it. And also I don't want to risk it that's slippery and muddy on that side. If my foot goes whoop and I go back straight into the water, might not be a good time. Stella, what are you doing? I'm gonna try to climb up to here, which is a little bit above waist height, or hip height. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I can record it. I'll give it a shot. Ready? Oh, dang it. Nope. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Came back down and landed in a soft spot. All right, well, let's try this again. A little bit of a jump. There we go. Put my right knee first that time. Up we got. Nice. Beautiful. This is the crossing spot here. This is where it's the least money, but you have to watch out for this big thorn bush right here. So I'm gonna kick these ferns aside, see what I can do to get across here. I'm all about preserving nature, but sometimes a little bit of nature has to move out of your way in order for you to go take a look at it and enjoy its beauty. And this is the little bit of nature that's getting sacrificed today. Don't worry, it'll grow back. They're just ferns. There we go. All of this grows up so quickly. This is completely flat. And then a few weeks later, it feels like it's back like a jungle again. This is a lot further of a walk than I thought it was. Oop, water on my screen, that's not good. Yeah, it feels like it gets longer every time when the grass and the trees are tall and you have to struggle through it. It feels like a much longer walk. Hey, Stella. Come here. Good girl. Come on. Up. Hey. There you are. Good girl. Oh, going across the river. Okay. Have fun. I don't know if I'll follow you. This is the little dam that's going on here with some sticks building up, but it does not appear to be holding any significant amount of water whatsoever. It actually appears to be a stalemate. Like, it's actually lower than when we put these sticks in here. Carlos and I were down here a few weeks ago. You'll see that video shortly. Well, actually, you will have already seen it by the time I post this, but you can see this one big stick. That one right there. That had, by the time we were done with everything we packed in, there was a tiny bit of water flowing kind of up and over around that, which isn't normal because that's normally underwater. So that used to be having water flowing over it when we did that. And before that, it's completely underwater. Well, now it's dry. It's dry. It's half out of the water. The top of it's dry. That's a big change in water. I mean, obviously, back up there where those rocks were, there was flowing water. But down here, it's stagnant. It's completely stagnant. This plunge pool on this side, nothing happening. The bugs are just enjoying it because it's not moving at all. And you can see, yeah, all the mud on the side, still intact. So I guess maybe it just doesn't get enough light in here for the grass to grow, or that our animals are walking on it. I'm gonna go with a little bit of both because there are animal tracks usually down there. Yeah, wow. The fact that this dam, which was holding water, and we had more rain, and now it's stagnant, and it's still stagnant, shows me that we have not had very much water at all. And it was likely much lower than this before this rain, because this takes all the water from the hill up there coming down, and the even bigger hill on this side, Cabbage Hill, coming down this way, and it all feeds into here, and then goes down into town that way. It's crazy that this is got nothing in it, even after the rain we just had. So, well, that's pretty much the whole update video. That's all I wanted to talk about. Just wanted to show the update on the drought. And unfortunately, of course, I was not able to record the actual effects of the drought immediately in the driest part of the year, in the middle of August. But even with after all this rain that we just got, you can see it's still incredibly dry. The driest I've ever seen it down here, by at least a couple inches. So it was probably a few more inches drier a week or two ago, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna go inside and get cleaned up, dried off, and all these little things stuck to me, gone hopefully, in the mud out of my shoes, but we'll give that a shot. Stella, come! Oh goodness, she's in the other direction. I just heard her collar jingle a little bit. Come on, Stella! Where is she? You cannot see her in here. She just blends right in. Come here. Oh, there she is. Where are you? I hear splashes. There she is. Hey, up here. Come on. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, that's the hardest part, is getting the dog back after she goes adventuring. She always used to get lost, or rather make herself lost in the woods. And she'd never be able to come back when you called her. I don't know if she just ignored us or didn't know to come back or what, but she just kind of found her own way. So we still have her. So I guess that shows she wanted to come back for food, right? So here she is. At least she comes a little easier now. But, hopefully we'll get to work on that dam some more. Get Carlos over here. Maybe Carla too, although she hates the bugs and probably won't like the sticks and the ferns and everything else. But we'll see what we can do. It's another time we'll have to take them over and explore the haunted bicycle up the river that way in the pine forest. It's been a long time since I've been there, probably a good 2 years. About 2 years? Has it been 2 years? So I posted the video, like, I don't know what it was, winter, but that wasn't recorded in winter. It was recorded probably 9 months prior to that. So, I mean, we're going on 2 years at this point since I've been down there. I'm sure it's changed a lot, so we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and well, I guess that's all there is to say about that, isn't it? Have a good one. Yeah.